I'm live. Hi, guys. Hope everybody is good. Hope you are having a good week or weekend. So I just wanted to do a little bit of touching base, and actually this will be quick because we're meeting in person this week. Hooray! So it'll be good to see what you guys. I don't know, to see you guys in person. Although I feel like I have gotten to know most of you anyway from the discussion posts and the assignments. Some of your survey critiques from this past week were hysterical, and I really love that some of you did each other's surveys. It's like the best. Noah, what kind of true nature do you have? Lena, what is your emotional type? Michaela and Steven, are you really a narcissist? Yeah, those were something. And I really like the fact that you guys sort of critiqued the assumed universalism of those things. And you weren't the only ones, right? So lots of you critiqued the language and even the concepts. Um, the ones where they asked these supposedly human universal kinds of questions. But then you pointed out, I think Malka pointed out in one, how culture bound the language is. Micah, actually, yours was a really good example of that. And then Nita, you had a really good example of a question being so broad, it's really hard to imagine how that had useful reliability. Oh, you and Giselle. Giselle's was, how often do you work out? Like, what on earth? And then, how do you describe your health, right? Just to highlight or give some other shout outs really quick. Danny and Priya, I'm really glad you guys could do work surveys. I'm wondering if you were able to give feedback to your supervisors or bosses. And Danny, yours on bullying really struck a chord. This is my own sort of thing now about sort of the reliability or poor reliability of some concepts, in this case of bullying. So, like both my daughter and my son, saw tons and tons of anti-bullying ads and messages at school and just everywhere, right? But it was always these really male physical violence kind of bullying ads. And both my wife and I felt like our daughter actually ended up with much more what we considered bullying, but it was really more like emotional and psychological kind of bullying. So, of the two kids, she ended up having a much harder time of it. The life of a teenage girl, I guess. So yeah, so a bunch of you, Danny, Perea, Giselle, you guys critiqued reliability, and that was great. Shalom and Wei, I love that you guys are able to critique the structure of your surveys. Malka, you related, right? You critique the questions based on not reliability, but on the social context of how the questions would be received, which was great. And actually, Kimberly, you sort of made the same point too. Like, if you ask youth, right, how they feel about themselves, it really just depends on what day it is, right? Right. Let's see, Richard, last point. You just had this sort of classic, what makes anthropologists bang our heads against the walls, is Latinx or Hispanic a race or not? And, you guys hopefully know the answer in anthropology. In anthropology, there really are no biological races at all, right? There are just socially constructed, sometimes relatively socially privileged or socially marginalized ethnicities, right? Okay, so enough on that. The content of the course shifts a bit this week. We will revisit some concepts that we talked about earlier, particularly about types of variables. But by and large, we'll spend the first week learning how to set up a data set. And then after that, it's really data analysis and data presentation, okay? So that will be the rest of the course. And hopefully you guys see we've done the whole structure of quantitative data inquiry. We will have done the whole structure of quantitative data inquiry, from learning about variables to learning about research design to learning about asking survey questions and sampling, and then to data collection and data presentation, right? I'm sorry, data analysis and data presentation. So this week we start meeting face to face. We'll be meeting Thursday evenings from 6 to 7 p.m. Giselle, I know we've talked, so we will miss you. Where we meet on the course homepage, on that left column there, by the announcements and by grades, you guys will see Zoom. I left that on there. So if you click on that, you see I've created a special Zoom link for all of our meetings. So you just access it here in the course, right? And I've even added the final presentation dates. So some of you have set up data sets before. I'm going to make this week, this Thursday evening, optional. Guys, be there if you have any questions. We'll just keep it informal, touch base, say hi, make sure everybody is able to get in and do stuff. I think I'll make week 12 also optional. Weeks 8, 9, 10, and 11 will not be, and neither will be the 2 final presentation weeks. Okay. So you really just have 6 mandatory class Zoom meetings. But then, like I said, this week and then week 12 will be optional. All right. That's it from me. Hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.